Hello, my name is Phealin, and we're back with Northland, and I'm gonna restart this whole tutorial thing due to requests from people in the comments and private messages and such. As you can see, my previous one is gone. I don't know what happened to it, but yeah. But, you know, what are you gonna do? I'm just gonna start a new one, and this time I will make sure to keep it on normal. That way we will have enemies, we will have all the requirements, so to say, you know, they need to eat, they need to sleep, all that. I really think the game is nothing without it. That's what defines the game, in my opinion. And yeah, excuse the sound there. Let's go. So first things first, I chose another map that did not have a headquarters, because it's not always, I think, in the missions that you do have one. I might be wrong, I might be completely wrong, but I'm fairly sure you don't in some missions. And you simply have to find chests. Chests contain shiny stuff, like this one. That one over there had a defense tower too. Building of choice. It's always good to have that. I usually tend to try to save them for important buildings or expensive buildings. Oops. Also, it's best to scout the immediate area, because it might contain a building that you want to place out, and you waste one of the free building ones, thinking you don't get it, but you do. Usually you get a mill, a farmhouse, and some other the basic buildings. Basically, you usually get in the chest, but it doesn't seem like I do this time. I could have more towers. I have more than enough towers. I have no soldiers to put in them. Yeah, I'm just gonna start over with this completely. The towers, you have to put in soldiers in the towers. Archers. If you put a swordsman, what is he gonna do? Throw his sword at them? I don't think so. Let's check out the immediate area here. See if there maybe is a chest around here. Doesn't look like it. Okay then. First of all, let's sort out the women from the men. Oh wait, is there? There's 6 females and there's 7 men. That's good, that's good. Everyone get married. Hooray! Marriage! There we go. Oh, it's good. Why aren't you moving? There we go. It's slow. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, let's place out some buildings first. Oh, we had some when we started, okay. Now let's see here, which one is which? That's that one. Oh, okay, doesn't matter. And this one is the ship. Okay. Let's take the normal building. Actually, no, let's take the ship. It's more Viking-y. Is that a word? Viking-y? Viking-y? No, whatever. Let's place it over here. You right-click to place it down, by the way, so you don't try to left-click and just say burp and won't let you and get frustrated. I did that in the beginning when I first started playing this game, and I was like, come on, why won't you let me? But yeah, I was being an idiot. 5 building of choice and a crap load of towers. Alright. The farm needs to be built on grass, I believe. I'm not 100% sure of that, but it makes sense. So let's place you... Let's place you. Yeah, let's place you over here. That's good. That'll be good enough. Got lots of clay. Lots of grass around them. You 3. You need 3 farmers. Oops, my bad. You need to make 3 farmers, because 2 will go on to become millers, and one of the millers will become a baker, and thus you have a full chain of food gathering. Now while they train up to become that, we are gonna make him a fisherman, because we need food. That's the key part here. If they don't get food, they starve and they die. Simple as that. How many civilians do we have left? 2. That's not so good. Oh wait, no, there's a third one over there. Oh, you there, get back here. Okay, so we have 3. Yeah, that's good. I would have preferred to have more, but under the circumstances I can't really do much. So you become a quarry stone extractor over there. You become clay extractor over here. Let's clear up this area actually. And clear up here. We'll just clear a space where we can build our homes later. Now forest. Do we have any nearby trees except those? No. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Extractor wood. So, now we have the basics. Oh, hello, look at this. Anyway. Now we have the basics. I would want some builders, but we don't have... we simply don't have the manpower to create builders to build houses for us. So we're actually gonna go ahead and use one of our free cards for a dwelling. Let's put you... where should we build homes? Homes. Let's build it over here. Good enough. Good places, goodest places any. There we go. And now we tell her to have a boy. Yes. It's time to increase our population. Also, now as it's not as easy as it was on last time, you actually need a certain amount of food in the house before you can actually have a baby, because the baby consumes food as well. So you need to get food into the house. I believe it's 13, if I'm not entirely mistaken. Okay, her husband is over there. Yeah, he keeps working. It might be 3, it might be 5. I never really paid close attention. I never had problems with it, so it usually rolls on its own once you get the farm mill and bakery up and running. Oh no, you just needed 2. Yeah, I think, or he just went home to eat. Oh, there we go. Yes, it costs 2 food, one food each, I suppose. Okay, bit of delay there. Let's speed things up a little bit. Make it go by 3. We could also, while the boy is growing up, we could start placing out our defense towers. Just as lookout points really, and if enemies will come, they will actually attack the defense towers first hand. By default, I think. Oh, a chest. As I said before, good to look through the general area, because you might find something useful. Defense tower. There we go. Oh, hello. He can become a miller. A miller. The boys... I believe boys grow up at the age of 13. As you can see, he is now 8 years old. At the age of 13, he becomes a man and he can start working. Oh, okay, here we go. This guy is also upgraded. They gain experience. Where is it? I'm not entirely sure where the experience is. Ah, there it is. When it reaches a certain number, I think it's 10, they can upgrade into the next tier, which is iron and gold. Iron and gold, well, the iron is used for smithing, blacksmithing, armor smithing, tool making, a lot of stuff. Gold is mostly used for trading, I believe. I have never really found a use for it except trading, so I don't know how much into that we will go. For now, at least. We will probably do it later. Oh, he's now a man. So let's get you to go open the chest first of all. Also, we have some See what we get. Building with a choice. Always a good card. Anyway, here we have some other settlements. That's orange, purple, and... no, that's orange. No? What color is this? They look orange. But so does these guys. Oh wait, these guys are red guys, I suppose then. Red guys, and these are the orange guys. Whatever, it's other themes basically. And if you go into this, you can see here, he's neutral with me, I'm neutral with him. I can set it to hostile and attack him and wipe him out, or I can become friendly and trade with them. Most of the times you can trade without having to be anything but neutral, but sometimes you need to be neutral. I'm never really dabbled much in the trading and such. I usually make sure I do everything on my own, because I don't trust AI. They are idiots sometimes. Right, so let's make him a builder. Now we have a builder, so now we don't need to waste our... what the... did he just punch that rabbit? Did he seriously just punch the rabbit? He's punching the rabbit! Oh my god, come back here. Animal. Okay, let's hear it. Oh, we can upgrade the dwellings as well as... oh yeah, I forgot to mention that before. Oh, close down, sorry. I have my keyboard way to my left, just to keep it as far away from the microphone as possible. It's broken, it's an old, broken down piece of, well, garbage. It's really loud every time I click on it. That's why you play this game rather than a game that requires me to use the keyboard all too much. Anyway, back to what I was saying. The clay extractor, he can also now upgrade into let's see here, what was it? There, a potter. And they make clay. They use clay to make bricks, and bricks are one of the essential building ingredients in most buildings. Think that's bricks? No, that's a stone. Okay. So this uses wheat, which we gain from the farm. It uses quarry stone, which is the raw stone you get from the stones. Then you can build a mason who takes the quarry stone and cuts it into normal stone. Then you will be able to make marble and stuff like that. Anywho, what's most important right now, I'd say, is the mill. So let's go ahead and make a mill. Let's build it close, but not too close. There we go. And the builder now walks over there. Here we can see the requirements. Oh, you see he picked up some wheat because that's one of the ingredients for the house. Takes it with him and places it down, and he builds. Simple as that. All of this is automatic. The moment you set it down, again you set it down with right click, not left click. You set it, all of this is done automatically. Once you tell them to do something, they will do it automatically. Also the same goes for food, as you just saw. If they're hungry, if their hunger meter goes down too far, they will go and eat automatically, if there is any food nearby. If not, a message will pop up here saying they can't find any food. I usually keep this one just red notes, because if it's green, yellow and red. Green is basically social messages, like people got married, someone was born, someone was... basically it's useless information in my opinion. The yellow one is slightly more important, like building finished, stuff like a building can be built, stuff like that, upgrades and such. And then there's this one, which is just important, really important stuff, like this guy just can now through his experience become a carpenter. Oh, look, it also says new building, so I can now build a carpenter shop, level 1. You can make wooden tools. I usually don't really care so much about the tools. The tools will speed up all they do. So, for example, the quarry guy will cut like 20% faster or something with the wooden tools. Same with the clay guy, and everyone will basically work 20% faster with the wooden tools. So yeah, I usually don't bother much with it, but I usually make a carpenter anyway, because a carpenter later can become something more useful. You can create carts for trading, stuff like that. Let's have another baby, shall we? Can never have too many. Also, that's another thing I should mention about increasing the population. You can only have one child per family, so to say, at a time. So you have to wait for the baby to grow up, become a civilian or a fully grown woman. Again, boys are at 13. The women, I think, are at 11, if I'm not entirely mistaken. But yeah, once they grow up, you can immediately have a new baby, and it's kinda disturbing in a way, I suppose. I mean, who would want to breed like 50 kids in their life? The aging don't go any further. The heck is going on now? She's out there, he's in there making love to no one. What? Okay. Whatever. Delay. Anyway. What was I saying? Yeah, the aging only goes up to they become adult, then they don't age anymore. As far as I know. Yeah. Back, let's take a closer look at the stats screen now while we're doing everything else. Here, as you can see, is their health, which is kind of obvious, you know, life goes down as they get hit, they reach 0, they die. Energy, that's their food meter. This one will go down in time, it just decreases constantly, but they will go to the nearest food source and eat when they're hungry enough. Stamina is their sleepiness. When that reaches a certain point, I think like 5% or something, they will go to sleep. You can force some people somehow, I forgot how, and I usually don't do it, to stay up even though their meter reaches 0, but that will cause them to lose health like every minute or something like that, I don't know. Then there's the social motivation. That's really important. If you keep a guy working, like this guy, he doesn't have much social motivation, so he doesn't work as well as the others do. Let's actually take these women. Oh, I said take the women. Take them. You there, all of you. Goes down here somewhere. Not because if the lower social motivation they have, the slower they work, the less efficient they are. So it's always good to let them have a break. They will automatically do that when they need it the most. And then there's religion. I'm not 100% sure how important this is, but I think it's also connected to their performance. The higher it is, the better performance they have, or something like that, or the more loyal they are. I'm not sure. I've never really had any religious warfare in this game so far. It's not included so much in the campaign, as far as I've noticed. I've completed the campaign, I think, on all the games except 8th Wonder of the World, and yeah, not much religion going on there. It's just a buff thing. And that's it for the stats, at least for the civilians, or quote civilians. Then there's the soldiers, but we don't have those yet. Then there's heroes. Heroes don't need to eat or sleep. They don't need social, and they don't need religion. As far as I know, all they have is health, and their health regenerates. And that's something that. Why aren't you working? There's plenty. Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah, the normal peoples don't, because at least not without food. I think when they eat, they regenerate some health. Anyway, let's make this guy a scout, because scouts are important. As you can tell, there's wood needed. There's wood over here, but the builder is just standing. Okay, he's not standing there anymore. He's wandering around. He doesn't know what to do. He can't find anything. Why? Well, here's the thing. You need signposts. if you don't have signposts, your guys won't know where to go for the materials. They will be completely... They have a certain range of where they can see themselves. And if it's outside that range, nothing, they won't see anything. And they will be like, what? Where am I supposed to get this? The signposts themselves cost nothing to build, so you don't use up any materials. Okay, let's see. So now I can see, here you can see the goods that the signpost shows. Where did the scout go? Where did the scout go? I wasn't finished with him. Oh, there it is. I'm blind. No. What the... So yeah, it's very important to link everything up with signposts. Otherwise, also you can't click for them to go too far because they will just go, what? There's no signposts. I don't know the way. Which is, you know, bad. Okay, why aren't you getting wood now? Okay, you have had your social. The builders are, you know, I usually push the builders past. I told you to go get the wood, not to eat. Get the wood. No, get the wood. You can't really order them. The only way you can do is help them find the wood. Oh, there it was. Like making them go there. You can also do that without having signposts. It's better to have signposts because then it will all be done automatically. And they won't be complete idiots. Alright, then here we go. Building it up, building it up. Okay, now since it's so close to being finished, we can switch some buildings. For example, this guy, he's proficient enough to become a miller. So when they can become something, with some buildings, you can actually just right-click the building and see, now he's a miller. There it is, miller. And you can also check where he works by clicking that. You're supposed to be able to see go to the workplace, I think, by clicking something. Oh, okay, like that. You click that button and you click the picture of it. You can also make him, if you have more mills, you can also change mill, no problem, by clicking that one, which is assign workplace. You can also go in here and change his profession to miller, even though he's already a miller, and then select a new one. If you want to fire him from this mill, you can also do like this. Click. Oh, now he doesn't work anywhere. He's a miller without a workplace. Now he, as you can see, I can't click to see where he works or fire him. So now we click this button and we right click, or you can just directly right click like so. So that's that. Let's take another miller. Here there. Go and work in the mill. Now we only have one farmer, which means we will have much less wheat production, which could be a problem, but usually isn't a big problem until you need to mass produce food fast, which you usually don't need to. I want another boy, please. Actually, I want more boys, but we don't have the materials for that yet. Oh, we don't. Oh, yeah, as you can see. Right. No, never mind. I was being stupid. Here's the bricks. You need for level 3 dwelling. You need bricks as well as stones, quarry stone, clay, and wood and wheat. Most buildings require wheat in some way because we're Vikings. We use straw for roofs. We're cool like that. As you can see, I'm just showing it off here. That's the dwelling level 2, and that's the dwelling level 3. The bigger they become, also the higher tier, the more families you can fit into one building. For example, tier 1 can only have one family. Tier 2 can have 2 families. 3 can have 3. 4 can have 4. 5 can have 5. Simple. It makes it so you don't have to build like if you want 10 families living in your settlement, you don't need 10 buildings. You just need 2 level 5s or 2 level 2s and 1 level 1 and stuff, just like that, you know. I usually still build like 4 dwellings in the beginning, as soon as I can, simply because I usually go for about 40. No wait, 20. Sorry, I mean 20. I suck at math. I used to be good, but yeah, 20. I think. Yeah, 20. I usually go for 20 families, at least until I need the armies. So yeah, not everyone needs to be married. Yeah, I just want to point that out. You don't need to be married to keep people up and running. It will help. It gives them social motivation without having to actually be social, except for when they go home to eat and stuff. There we go, now we have 4 houses building. I feel sorry for that one lone builder to build all of this, but it usually goes pretty fast. It doesn't need that much materials. Now, let's see here. Another thing we should do is... yes, we need to build a mason and a pottery. Yeah, those are the ones. We should probably build those before we build anything else, I realized. Okay. See our closest quarry. Ooh, this is a pretty good place. It's plenty of stone around him, so when the quarry guy finally gets down there, it's gonna be a lot of stuff for him to do. Okay. And usually it's best to build them close to their production, but still close enough for them to be, you know, close to home without having to travel too far. I don't really want to place it over here, simply for that reason. It's so far away from the rest of the village, so I'm gonna place it down here. I'm gonna let him finish this building. Oh, okay. Now, as you notice with the farmers becoming millers, we lost them, so which means if I upgrade my quarry guy to mason, well, who's gonna collect the quarry stones? That's where we need to get more people. So we need to get a quarry first to upgrade the houses. So let's go ahead and make him a quarry stone extractor. Now you might be thinking, well, what if I want an armor smith, an iron miner? Do I have to train 2 people past quarry stone? No, you don't. You really don't. Once you have gotten some sort of profession, I think it just requires 1. You get to school, which you can build and send people into. You can train them to become stuff, but you have to reach it first. For example, you have to have someone reach to iron miner before you can train to become an iron miner, because who else is gonna have the knowledge? Where are you gonna get the knowledge from? You don't. So once someone can become an iron miner, you make it become, you can train 2 others to become iron miners instead of him, and he can stay at his job as quarry guy or clay guy or whatever. Let's have another boy. Where's the builder? There he is. Come here. So yes, the school is really useful for that, but it won't give them experience in that way. So for example, if you have a weaponsmith and you want an armor smith, you can train an armor smith, I think, because if you can become a weaponsmith, you can also be an armor smith. It uses the same materials and all that, same craft, so yes, you can. But that armor smith will not be able to do anything previous to that, so he can't become an iron miner if you change your mind, unless you send him back to school, and that will cost you some materials, cost you time, and I think it costs something else, but I'm not entirely sure what. I never really paid that much attention to this school. I usually don't use it. I prefer to rank them up myself, because then I know it's done properly, and I know they they know their stuff. They don't get the bonus experience they get, because also is another thing of efficiency. The higher they have in this, in our for example. That's a word now. Oh, excuse me. Yes, the higher you have in that, the more efficient he will become, and a star will appear above his head and become bigger and bigger. Let's just take a quick look at this guy, for example. Do you have a star yet? How can you have that big of a star? You have only mined 8. Oh, whatever. When they just start, when they are, well, as you look at, if you look at this star, it's that big. It's about as big as the cursor. If you look at this guy, who won't stand still, but you can clearly see the star is much bigger. I think it can become a gold star if they get like really high, but I've never seen it happen. It's just something I've heard from a friend. Anyway, that beep, as you know, is the sign of ending the episode, so that's that. Can I pause it? Where do I pause it? Can't pause it! I'm okay. Right then, that's that episode, and what we have learned today is, well, you know what you learn. I don't know, I don't remember what I've been saying, honestly. Anyway, next episode I will probably take on, yeah, we'll keep going on with the pottery and the house developments. I will go into some other stuff as well. I will basically advance, as I usually advance, and explain everything to my best knowledge as I do so, and I should stop rambling because the time is drawing on. So yes, hope you enjoyed. Remember, rate and all that, whatever. If you like this tutorial, please give me a thumbs up, and I will keep uploading these. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and a comment. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I try to bring out at least one video a day. If you want me to play a certain game, post it on my Facebook or Twitter. The links are down there. And you can send me a YouTube message. And that's it. And I hope you have a good day. See ya. It seems the dwarf lord has built a